All right, explain to the people what's going on. What are we doing?
We're gonna do the first drive, boys.
So like y'all heard,
I have no boost line on though, so I probably should put that in case the gate decides to. Also,
well, you're not gonna get on throttle like that though.
But if I get on it, it's not gonna open at all.
Don't get on it.
I'm just saying, it loads up.
Why would it load up? It only should load up if you're gonna.
It loads up, trust me.
If you get on it.
If it so happens to load, I want to get the line on it for it. At least if the turbo makes some pressure, it'll be trying to open the gate. Harmless little source line in case the foot goes to the floor somehow. That slip.
Yes.
Yeah, first drive.
Let's get this thing out of here. R.I.P. Bye-bye. Should theoretically make it out with no issues. Got the computer. I haven't been on this side in a minute.
You want to download it?
Yeah, set it up. Cheers, no tapping.
She doesn't quite like what's about to go down. She's nervous.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking second went from whatever I rolled out to fucking damn near stall. I just got the GSR gear stack back in, so I'm not used to 1-2 dropping at all. I had a V16 gears before.
Dude, I forgot how stiff this thing was.
Oh, it's on brand new drag clothes. Drag spec, so it's 18K rear and like 12 or 14 in front. It's just overkill, honestly. They were originally gonna go on the sedan since it's so heavy, but
Can I get them?
I stole the Type 1s off here and put them on a sedan and figured, well, when these came in, just put them on the drag car. That's what we did. Hopefully everything's tightened, right, Yuri?
Yeah. Holy cow, dude. We need one of those foam mounts that'll keep this thing steady for this car, because holy cow.
the H22 now, so I got my stroke back, and I got 2.2 liters now instead of just 2 liters. It's not that much of a difference, but I can already tell, like, under 3,000, there's actually some motor to kind of put around. Before, I would always have to be at 4,000 for the F20B to kind of put around. I mean, you could bog it out, but I don't like bogging it down low. But now I don't have to give it any gas under 3.
This thing is stiff, boy.
We hit 1.6 pounds, dude.
Yeah, because somebody wants to be revving to 6,000 RPMs.
Did I take it to 651?
No, yeah, see?
We're just cruising up and down the road, and it saw 1.6 pounds at 5,100 RPM. Coolant temp only got to 194. I guess that little reservoir is still bleeding itself. It's not too bad, but it is a hot day, and she's just sitting at 105-degree intake temps. I'm not logging oil pressure, which I should have been, but I don't know if there's any outputs left in a OB1 ECU. This is just a chipped ECU, guys. There's no pulling data or nothing crazy like that. It does have a Cobra RTP, but I mean, it's stock chip-based tuning. No fancy software or hardware. This is literally the base map in it now is the old tune from the F20B. It was turnkey, and this is how it runs. I have not made any adjustments. It's got the same injectors, same fuel pressure. It just, if anything, this engine has a little bit more air going in and out. so it runs a little leaner, which actually my tune was rich enough to, it just literally ran very clean. Tip-in's gonna need work because this motor's gonna want to chug some more air, so I'll have to richen that back up later, but probably a couple more heat cycles and I'm gonna dump this oil and then it's gonna be dyno ready. But we're gonna get Yordi's car to this same point. I like to, it's really cool to do the side-by-side build and kind of update the next video, be like kind of the same update. We were trying to get Cody to be there, but we got to do some machine work, so that's slowing us down. His crank's actually right there in that oil pan. I gotta go make sure that thing gets polished up before we try to put it in. But yeah, she runs good. Temps are okay. It's not getting hot or anything. It literally feels just like it used to, with a little bit more torque just driving around. I mean, I don't know how much more torque it's actually gonna make, but I got the F20V's 416 and 460 dyno charge saved, so it would be interesting to overlay this over that. So this is a piston and rod motor, so this is gonna see at least 20-25 pounds. No, at least 25 pounds, because the F20V saw 20. It was at 18 when it made the 460, and it boost cut it at 20 like 100 times when I was trying to dial in just a 3-port. Now she's gonna be on 4 ports, so I mean 8 psi spring gate in the gate, so it's really gonna be like 8 times 3 as soon as it comes on. It's gonna want to go to 20 like that, and that's fine with me. I'm not trying to run anything less than 20 out the hole, because I'll show y'all what we're gonna do later, and hopefully some stuff gets ordered, because I want to get this car into the 1560s. That way I don't have to cheat and rely on top end. It might have some power for top end, but if you do not have a good 1/8 mile, your ET in a 1/4 mile, the slip is just going to embarrass you. You can have 600 horsepower run at 12.0 because like you spun the first 1/8 mile, and then all of a sudden you start back halving and make 140 mile an hour out the back, but you already botched all the other half. I really want this car to start 8th miling, especially no prep, because that's what I'm getting ready for. Is a lot of these V8 boys that got big tires. I'm going to show them what a Honda can do on a big tire as well, and some other strategies that we're going to talk about. I already told Yordi, first to 600 gets the new tuner unit that we got hooked up with, so we'll see. I'm not going straight for 6, but if my car accidentally makes like 550, what's another 3 pounds?
I already beat him to the 6, so
yeah, but he grenaded.
And
we don't need no modules on the
and mine is still turnkey 600.
That's a base man.
Yeah.
Same thing. His car started right up. So basically, we just stopped with the stock internals and finally went HB. So we're both technically got up to 700 horsepower bottom ends, but I have.
Some questionable.
less hope in the F4M stock sleeve doing that kind of stuff versus a K24. A K24, just like we did it on accident, 630, boom, that's it. I already know. This, I got an okay bottom end, but that turbo kit is just kind of not there. This is not a long tube sidewinder. Like, y'all see that little manifold? Just imagine how much this engine's trying to force the air out. It's one thing to force air in, but man, the second you start cramming it in, you need to get it out, or it ain't gonna be good. Hopefully y'all heard any of that, because I know it drones like a motherfucker.
But yeah, there's the first drive in the hatch.
Oh, I missed this lap.
Oh, dude. Hey, dude, scoot up, dude. What? There's a whole yonke block right next to the door.
Kind of weird. My clutch feels really good, and it's a used clutch. Right. It's the same old clutch, and it feels like real smooth.
It's crazy what little bleeding can do.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
But yeah.
I just literally changed the F20V 416 tune to built H22 GT35 106 base map. So this is what it'll drive on the dyno, and we're on 4-port now, so we're gonna see what it do.
Time to send it. You already know.
All of it.
Full send.
I'm not scared to see 30 pounds, but
all the boost. Yeah, he is. Don't let him lie to you.
I'm not.
He's scared, but he ain't got no choice. He's got to send it because that thing is right on his tail. Come on. bro.
Oh, this is all I'm working with right now.
Dude, these things have been sitting here forever.
Until some money comes along, I got these little babies. These are only by 7.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Spider cut.
These are only 13 by 7, so even just an 8 is already kind of mushrooming out. The contact patch can sit down, but it likes to fold right away, so you lose some of that top end with this one. But here, this is only, I think I've gone a 1.7 on these, but that was not trying. That was on 8 pounds with no timing in it, so I'm going to launch at least on 15 pounds and start dialing back from there, because before I used to start on wastegate launch on no boost, but I'm going to change that.
He's gonna launch on 20
I
pounds.
want to know right away off the rip if it's going to go or not. I don't want to stick something and then see, oh, can I put some more? Because you might not get that chance to put more if something happens. So, yeah, my mentality flipped. Being that close to a 10 a couple years ago on B Series, an 11.0 with a 1.7 60 foot. If I had just launched on any power at all, I launched on like 4 pounds. I basically rolled out and made 11.0, but now she's got some torque, so I know it's going to leave harder. And I'm going to hear those things out until they start spinning, and then I'm going to do some wheel screws, because
Like mine.
this dude's already got bigger tires and wheel screws, so we know it's going to ride out.
Especially me taking off in second gear. So here y'all have it. She went for the first cruise. How'd it feel? It felt good. I know the video's gonna be kind of shitty because it's a really, yeah, that's a super stiff suspension setup, and we were, you know, roller coaster. But she's back. Hey, watch my S2000, bro. Yeah. I ain't that far behind, but I ain't in a rush. She's in a rush to break my shit. Oh yeah, look, there's the weight plate.
This is what my buddy Jesse hooked me up with. It's an inch plate. It weighs like almost 100 pounds.
That's a big old hunk of metal. That's gonna go right under the intercooler.
I want to be wrinkled in the front tires, and I want this thing to dead hook first.
All I know is that he better not money shift, because if not, he's gonna do a reverse wheelie. Yeah, exit the chat.
Built motor guys, their motor's strong enough to just stop the engine.
So yeah, we'll get back onto this thing. It's not too far off though. Just a few things. Water pump. Dude, this guy's fired.
It's not a good video unless there's pops and things in it, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Good line. Good old turbo.
$200 turbo, because we know afford the big boy turbo.
This thing does better than any freaking $1,000 turbo.
We're gonna see what it makes on 2530. With a K24, we know that turbo will make 600 on 25. But my motor, I don't know what the VE is. It does not compare even remotely to a K24. So I'm hoping 25 pounds in this is at least 500. I mean, there's no reason to be running that much of a pressure ratio through my engine if it's not going to produce at least 500.
But only if
this
they made
manifold restricts me, and I'm at 25 pounds and struggling to make 5, I'm just going to ditch that manifold. I'm going to take that manifold off, throw it in the trash, and my car will stay like that until I can afford a top out.
That in there.
Like, dude, look, the wastegate dump is bigger than my runners.
No, really though.
And I had to weld that on because the old one was like a 20 mil wastegate and it was pointing up. You could not waste any boost.
Yeah.
kit. I don't know what else it is. It's nothing special.
It's the same old, same old.
eBay build.
Same old, same
On
old.
a car ever. And my plan is to go tons on this, so we'll see if it's a little budget 10-second car, which it should have been for a long time, but I was doing a lot of street stuff and not caring about time slips. But now that the channel is getting a little more serious, I really want to get y'all what they call it proof of concept, so we can have more people from outside of our area come in for dyno tunes. If y'all are watching for the first time, we have an in-house dyno. That's what we're going to be doing is engine builds, and straight to the dyno and go to the track and see it perform, because I'm already burned out. I've had my fair share of races. I'm not necessarily worried about the person next to me anymore. I want to know personally, can I get these things to run a number?